there, Coastal Bend. Chris Thomasson joined by Islander men's basketball coach Jim Shaw for the 2024-2025 season. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you having me.
All right, so let's get into it. We've gotten through the first half of Southland Conference play now, starting to get into the second half of play. You guys fell on the road to UTRGV Saturday, 78-66, then rebounded last night with a win over East Texas A&M. For those that aren't aware, formerly A&M Commerce last night. So I know the Lions have had their issues this season, but how much was that win really needed for you guys?
Yeah, we coming off the loss at UTRGV in Edinburgh, and you got to give credit to the Vaqueros and Coach Fennell. They did a great job. Just turned the ball over too much in that game. But yeah, over in Commerce at East Texas A&M, it was a wire-to-wire game where we were able to lead and use some of the bench, and pretty much everybody got to play and get some experience as we get into the last 8 games of the conference season. And it was definitely a positive, and I think the spirits of the guys are up and ready to roll through the final stretch here.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Gary Clark obviously did it last year. He's been another bell cow for you this year. 15-20 on Saturday against UTRGV. But what does his game do for some of the other guys? I know Isaac Williams, Owen Deese. What does he do that allows these other guys to kind of get involved as well?
Yeah, Gary is a very functional player in regards to he can pass the ball. Not only can he score it, obviously he's our leading scorer, but he can pass the ball. He makes offense run and allows some other guys on the team to get some easier shots when he's on the court. And then defensively does a really, really good job of rebounding. He's had a number of double-doubles, so he's an important piece to our success. And then you go along with his experience too, playing last year, being a first-team All-League player, just gives us confidence as a team that we have a guy that we can go to on offense and then can be a mainstay on the rebounding.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, after the games this past weekend, you guys are 8-4 in a 4-way tie for second place. Now, how valuable is that 2 spot? Obviously you get the double bye into the Southland tournament semis. Like come March, how valuable are those days off?
I think it's really big, Chris. I think it's always easier to win 2 games instead of 3 to get to the NCAA tournament. But in the time that I've been here, we've done it both ways. In 2022, we won 3 games in 3 days, and then in 2023, we only had to win 2. But I think it's big. I do think that the Southland Conference, just by all the metrics, you go through Ken Palm, you go through the net, it's as good as the league's been in the last 15 years, and that's a tribute to all the coaches, players, and administrators in the league. But it's going to be important that we finish well and get that double bye to the conference semifinals.
Yeah, and talking a little bit about the team at the top, McNeese. Obviously you guys were very close for the second year in a row at the Bank Center. Fell by 1 point to them. They got beat by Nichols over the weekend, and then got another scare from Incarnate Word last night. So, what's the key to shutting down this team? Because in all likelihood, tournaments at their home court. Conference tournament, what's going to be the key to kind of getting over the hump and eventually probably knocking off these guys or having to knock off these guys?
Yeah, McNeese, they came in and they made 12 threes against us. And then, you speak of the Nichols game that was in Thibodaux this past Saturday, and they hit 0 threes. And I think going to last night versus Incarnate Word, they only hit 3 threes. So we got to do a better job of guarding the 3-point line. I think they have a lot of weapons, especially on the perimeter this year relative to last year. So got to guard the 3-point line at a better rate than we did this past Monday.
Absolutely. All right, so Super Bowl Sunday. It's a little bit of a light travel day, I know, for you guys the night before, in between Lufkin and Beaumont. So are you guys going to all watch it together? Are you and the coaches? What are y'all's Super Bowl plans?
We're gonna be in Beaumont at the Holiday Inn Medical Center, and we're gonna have the game on the big screen. We're gonna have the big screen. We're gonna have some pizza and wings. We're gonna, be traditional fans and watch all the commercials and the action. We did it last year. It was an unbelievable Super Bowl. And we look forward to doing it again this year, and just happened to be in Beaumont instead of Thibodeau.
Who you got, Chiefs three-peat or Eagles breaking it up?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs and the three-peat. Want to see, it's just like if you're a baseball fan, you want to see a no-hitter, you want to see history. Definitely want to see a three-peat. That's where I'm going.
Okay, we will see, of course, Super Bowl Sunday this Sunday, but sandwiched in between, you got the Islanders on the road at Stephen F. Austin Saturday night, and then at Lamar on Monday night. Coach Jim Shaw, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you.